Hello and welcome. My name is Merely Adequate, and I wanted to take a second to share with you 5 of my favorite add-on packs. Now, if you don't know the difference, add-on packs are also called behavior packs, and they change actual functions of the game. You can also get texture packs or resource packs, but those just change the way things look. But if you want some things that'll change the game, it's kind of like mods in Java, but you can't use the mods on Bedrock. So we have add-on packs, which have much more limitation than a mod does, but you can still do some really cool, fun things. And so I wanted to show you 5 of my favorite. All right, let's get going. The first one I want to show you today is made by a person named Foxy No-Tail. Now, I could spend an entire video showing you things that he's made. You have to check out his site. I'll make sure and have all the links below for everything that I show you today. He's just crazy. I mean, he makes so much stuff, and then he just keeps coming up with new stuff. He's definitely the authority on all this. He has very strong opinions about what things should and shouldn't be in the game, but what he makes is amazing. So I could make a whole video about it, but we're just going to pick one of his. And I have picked the armor stands. If you see here, I got my Cthulhu Temple, and I have my Cthulhu Worshippers. I also have Foxy No-Tail's Head Pack, which goes really well with the armor stands, but it's the armor stands that I find particularly special. So the way this works is, you have an armor stand, and you kind of pose it however you want to begin with. You know, you can crouch and move the arms around, but then after that, you get all these different dies, if you see there at the bottom of the screen, and they do different things. Like, for example, crouch, and I click with the black die. See, his base went away, his arms went away, and now he's smaller. And this rotates between base, arms, and size. You can even have like a really big one. Look at that big guy. Ah, it's coming to get me. But yes, that's what this does. You can, the gray die, I'm not going to show you, that changes its gravitation. So when you click on that, you can have them float up in the sky without gravity taking effect. If I don't remember, I think the ground is holding them, but if I click on this, they could fall through. So you have to believe me on this one. However, with the white die, the armor stand itself can disappear, so you can have just whatever is the head or the body or whatever you're using. Light gray die makes them sit and stand, and these other dies just basically move them in various different configurations. It's really quite an amazing pack. You can do a whole lot with it. See, we're lying down there. Actually, the lying down function is better than anything you can find on Java. You actually can't do this. You can't lie down like this with one armor stand in the Java armor stand pack. So that's actually one thing that we have better over the Java. And actually, I kind of like these dies over the book. You can actually do things a lot faster. You just have to have all the dies that you need ready to go, and you got to kind of know what they all are. I usually find myself, if I'm going to do lots of armor stand work, I name my dies to remind me what they all do. But here we are, Foxy No-Tail's armor stand pack. I'll make sure and leave a link below. It's you can do so much with it, and I really love it. And it's a really great tool for all you builders out there looking to add some life to your builds. The second pack I want to show you today is the Anti-Creeper Griefing Pack that you can find over on Bedrock Tweaks. Now, Bedrock Tweaks has a ton of resource packs. You know, the texture packs I was telling you about. Not as many add-ons, but they do have a few good ones, and this is absolutely my favorite. I think a creeper's ability to blow up your builds is one of the biggest injustices in this game. So I like this pack because I still die, but the creeper doesn't destroy anything. You want to see it in action? Hold on, let me switch over to survival. There we are. I've got a whole stack of these eggs, and there we go. Boom. See, I died. Oh, I am completely back at spawn. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. But as you see, not even the glass was broken by the creeper when it exploded. And I had some shulkers over there that didn't explode. Yeah, there's the eggs. Yes, it's an amazing pack. It's the one thing that I feel like Minecraft has done wrong. You know, everybody has their opinion of what they like and what they don't like about the game, but so many people on Minecraft are builders, and they work really hard on either their redstone contraptions or their buildings or whatever they are, and to have them blown up in the middle of the day because a creeper spotted you from like halfway across a valley, it's just an injustice. So that's why I love this pack, and I've included it as my number 2 pack. Do you see pack number 3? Do you see it? No? Well, you're not supposed to see it. That's the whole point. I am wearing the Hide Player Armor pack by Addons, and it hides your armor. Let me show you. See, I am wearing a full set of, admittedly bad, gold armor, but you don't see it at all. It even works with elytra wings, and it's so great as a creator or as a streamer. It probably doesn't work on a server unless everybody has it, but oh man, it's such a great thing. I really love this. I'm always forgetting that I have my armor on, and when a good friend of mine, Gage UK, had it on his video, I knew I had to get it right away because it's so perfect. So I'm gonna leave a link for this down below, and I'll also leave a link for Gage because you should really check him out. He's such a great creator. He's such a really great, listening to him is really enjoyable, and yeah, you should check him out. But here we are. This is the Hidden Player Armor pack by Addons. Okay, I came all the way to a deep, dark cave for this next one. I played on Java recently. I had a whole little series. I can't believe it's not Bedrock. And the one thing I came away missing the most was dynamic lighting. And I finally found a pack on Bedrock that has it. Check it out. Boom! Look at that! It works, there we go, lanterns and all the different light blocks, even with the new frog lights. Not the end rods for some reason. I mean, they kind of glow, but yeah, you get slightly dimmer light with these 2 torches. But, oh man, I've been wanting dynamic lighting. Oh, look at this. You can just roam around and you can see. Oh, I love this so much. You know something even better? Check this out. Ready? And look at that! The torch is in my left hand. Now there are several dynamic lighting packs you can find out there, but not all of them let you do the left hand torch. So I am using Rayon's dynamic lighting, and that lets me do the left hand torch. Look at this, it's amazing. I can just roam around in caves using the left hand for something actually useful in Bedrock. Oh, this is so great. To have dynamic lighting in the game, to have a use for the left hand, oh, it's amazing. Oh, okay. I'm gonna roam this cave a little bit more, and then we'll get to the number 5 cave, or the number 5 pack. Pack number 5 is visible all around me, and it's another pack I never thought I'd ever find on Bedrock. It's an AI and animation pack put together by Redstone Games. And look at that, look at the villagers kind of running around, bobbing around. If you get the horses moving, look at that, they're actually running. Oh my goodness, look at that. The foxes run. Look at the dog lying down. It's so cute. Oh wait, the cats jump. I've seen them jump like multiple blocks, like up into a tree. Sheeps and pigs also have different movement. Let's get them moving. There you go. See, their running is different. Yeah. Oh, look at the villagers running around. Oh, it's just, oh, it adds so much life. It's so amazing. I love it. I think there are, let's see, I think the wolves killed off some of the other, like, chickens. No, oh, yeah, you can see the remains of some of the animals. And here are the bad mobs. Not all of them have been changed. But you see a lot of the, look at those guys running around, and the zombies have a bit of a funny wonky walk to them. That's super cool. There's some more animation, I believe, in the arms. I don't know. I really love it. You see, a lot of these add-ons require you to turn on experimental options, and that's not really a bad thing. I don't have a problem with that, but the more that you use that don't need the experimental options turned on, I feel like the smoother things run and the less problems you run into. So that's why I like this pack. There's some other ones. There's some that don't have quite as good of like the running motions, but they've got some like eyes and things that are cool. There are other ones you can find, but look at that guy. But I like this one because it requires no experimental packs, and that's I think most of the ones I'm putting out today don't really require. I think actually take that back. I think the dynamic lighting does require experimental, but the other ones don't. And that's what I really love, is something that just works really smoothly with the game without much headache. Okay, so that's 5. He's looking at me suspiciously. Okay, that's 5. I've told you 5. I have a bonus for you today, but it's a little bit different. Let me go tell you about that one. I recently finished up a series on the TWS SMP server, and one of the things that Al, the system administrator there, added was a recipe to make light blocks. Now, if you don't know anything about light blocks, they are mainly a creative feature, but it's a way to add lights into the game that are invisible. So you get the light source, but you don't have to see it. So if you saw my series I did there, you may realize that I completely lit up my city in the clouds, you know, the Greek Mount Olympus, all with tons and tons and tons of these to give it like a glowy effect without having to see the lights anywhere. And it worked out beautifully. And this is what you have here. It's this light block. If you see down there below, it has a little 15 on it. It's because you can get them to be all different light levels from 0 to 15. And there is another pack that you can find online easily enough for this one. But I didn't like the way they did it. It was like with a nugget, and you had to keep adding more and more glowstone dust to it to get it brighter. And it's not my favorite, because what Al has done here is just created a pack that has a recipe, and you can use, I believe, let's see, end rods, you can use glowstone or sea lanterns or shroom lights. And in your recipe here, so not in the crafting table, but in your recipe here, you can add those items. Oopsie, I am not moving very fast. Here, and there you go. And you get your light block. And then you can place it down. Let's turn around. Oh, let's go somewhere just a little bit darker. It's not much darker, but it's a little bit darker. And you can place it down. And there, as long as you're holding the light block, you can see it there, so that you can, know where they all are. But as soon as you click off of it, there, it disappears. And it's still there. And the way to get rid of it is you just place down a block, it gets rid of it, and there you go. It goes back to normal. These were invaluable. These light blocks were amazing. Now, here's where being a small YouTuber is an advantage. I don't mind, and Al has given permission for me to put this, make a Google Drive link. If any of you actually are interested and want to get this pack, you can. If I was any bigger, I wouldn't dare do something like this because it'd be overrun. But I figure for the few of you who might actually be interested in this, I could make it available. So that's what we're going to do. Down below, you'll see a Google Drive link for this pack. I will make a note for you right now that I had to turn off my dynamic lighting pack for this to work. So something about, I believe the dynamic lighting pack actually uses these light blocks in some capacity to work. So they don't really both work together. So you have to choose. But there you are. We'll make that available, and that is Al's TWS light block add-on pack. And that is it. That's everything I have to show you for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I have, like I said, I have all the information down below. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. But other than that, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like or consider subscribing. But mainly, I'd like to hear from you, and I hope that you found this video adequate.